Alright, everyone. What's happening? And so right now I'm gonna hunt the Brachydios. Brachydios, is that his name? I think so. And as you can see, I got the Tyrix armor. First trying out this armor. It looks very much like Monster Hunter 2 armor, the original armor. Oh, look at that! It's the blue Rathalos, huh? Azure Rathalos. Just casually patrolling the area. I got the same fire sword, which is just stupid because Brachydios is kind of immune to fire since he's explosive. But anyway, this armor took me a while to make. I think I had like, whoa, what the hell? That's right, I got quick eating now. Alright. No, I don't want this with footprints or his gashes. Now I'm stuck in place. Great. And he's there. But we're looking for Brachydios here, not Azure Rathalos. Now Azure Rathalos might come into handy later when I want the blue sword. Kind of what I wanted to talk about before I even find this fool was where Brachydios started, I guess. You see, I've been playing for a while, talking like way back from PSP era, and Brachydios wasn't introduced until I want to say Monster Hunter Tri for the Nintendo 3DS, which is weird because that's the game that didn't make it to PSP. I think PSP was kind of towards the end of its lifespan. You know, it was coming to an end. I'm going completely the wrong way here. You know, the PS Vita was about to get announced, so... Oh, what's this? Did I find them? Let's look at this cutscene. Ooh, is that him? That's not him. Oh wait, it is? No, it's not. It's got the slime. It's about to explode on him. Did that KO him? That's him. Brachydios. Brachydios. And I'll try to talk about him as I play. Yeah, Brachydios. Vaya con Dios. His armor's not that good.
Volatile.
But his weapon is... Oh shit. Calm down. That's right, I don't got my immunity. If I roll and I get hit, I'm getting blasted. I don't got my evade window now.
That slime is primed to blow. Better do something quick before you get blown to bits.
Oh, and I'm slimed? Alright, so Brachydios, alright, he came out in Try for the DS, and when I first fought him, I mean, first of all, Monster Hunter Try was a fucking failure in my opinion. The game sucked. They wanted to add like this thing where you go underwater and you fight the monsters underwater. I just brought the game. The game enough as slow as it is, but that swimming underwater brought it to a snail's pace. And the controls were hella clunky. It was just not a good time. But it did introduce this character, and this character was pretty interesting. But I couldn't get that game to. I just couldn't get the hang of Try. It's the first game on the console. I was unimpressed when they went the Nintendo DS route, when all the previous games were on the PSP and the Vita had dual analog, which made sense, and they put it on 3DS, which didn't have dual analog, which made no fucking sense to me. I mean, Monster Hunter could have been the game to save the PS Vita. But that shit's fucking dead. I'm gonna leave it in the grave as it is. So anyway, I have Monster Hunter Try. Playing it. I get to this. You know, the standard monster for that game was the something. It looked like a Nessie Loch This monster, but it had thunder abilities. And once you get rid of him. There was no Tyrex, by the way. Once you get rid of him, you get this guy, Brachydios, on the same tier. But this guy was a monster on his own. I couldn't beat that game. I gave up on that game. The controls were hella clunky. I didn't know how to fight Brachydios. The game sucked. It had no online compatibility. It was just solo. I mean, the only way you could play it was ad hoc, but I didn't have anyone to play, so I was just playing the Monster Hunter 3 or Try by myself. So that made the experience hella worse, because it was just super slow. I hated the underwater fights. So now I get Brachydios. I liked the design. I thought he was extremely overpowered, especially when he gets angry and he starts glowing red. Where he's glowing green, he'll start glowing red or like orangey, and that's because he'll instantly explode you if he touches you. Like right now, he's touching me. I know, give me the slime. When he's mad, he'll just explode me instantly. I don't know, it'll probably kill me. This is why I got Tyrex on it, because Tyrex is fire resistant. So Brachydios is, you know, that's the only good thing that came out of Monster Hunter Try, right? Just his introduction. But the game was poorly played. It wasn't until Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for the 3DS that I really saw the game take off. Seen the and I got earplugs too. No wonder. You know, finally that game had online, so it wasn't as hard to battle things, especially new things. Like a lot of the game had so many new items, so many new monsters. And you didn't have to fight alone, right? I mean, and you didn't have to be next to someone who had the game, because now there was online. You know, you could just play with random people who could help you. That's what I'm trying to do right now, but it's showing up. And so finally, you know, Brachydios, fucking monster that made me quit the game. his bag. And I get to fight him online. The game is just better overall, better controls. Had gotten used to it by now. Online. You know, and no more clunkiness. They got rid of the underwater fights. Thank fucking god. And Brachydios shows up. Finally, I beat him. I don't craft his armor. His armor didn't look that good to me. But his weapons gave me something, you know, something to strive for. I make his weapon, and it's a sword and shield. Probably the only sword and shield, the only weapon I use sword and shield for. Because the way explosion works is, the more you hit the monster, the more I would call it spark. The more spark you get on them, and after enough spark, you'll explode them, right? The explosion will come out. But this is Monster Hunter World, so he's not the only blast monster damage. I think Teostra has blast now. Teostra used to be fire, but now they made him blast. Zora Magnaros is blast, and this guy is blast. And by blast I mean explosiveness. It's not fire specific, it's just kind of like a bomb. But yeah, they're hella immune to fire anyway. Whoa! You just see that, how far. It's quick eating. It's insane. Oh, anyway, I get the weapon. So I figured, okay, so this, since the way the game worked, how you had to inflict hits on the enemy for the blast to explode, I didn't really see the sense of making a long sword or a great sword, because although it would require less hits, it would just not be as proficient to make a blast version of them. I didn't see the point. So I was like, well, I could make a dual sword, but I sucked with dual swords. Even right now, I mean, they're good, they're fast, but they just don't have the range you need. Like, you can't hit vertically with dual swords. You can only hit horizontally, and it could be good, but when I was playing Monster Hunter 4, enemies were tough, and although the mobility was good for those swords, it was just rough. And longsword, I got tired of rough sword. I mean longsword and great sword. I just didn't see the point making a great sword made out of blast, since you hit so slow. You could barely get hits in when you do get a chance. You know, you can only get like one good hit in on a punish with the great sword. And with the longsword, you might get like two. So I figured out, well, what is this sword and shield all about? You know? What does it really do? And in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, the sword and shield had like a buff. It was a new ability. And they don't have it on this game anymore. They have it, but it's not as powerful as it was on 4. Which is a slash or two, and then you could jump back. You know, your character would jump back. It would charge up. You could charge the next attack. And it would do like a jumping slash. And they have that in this game, but it's not a charge move. The character just does it. You don't get to charge it. Which means there's no additional damage. But I could live with that, you know. So I got it, you know, like, okay, well, I'll make this short sword and shield, Brachydios. Right after I start blasting everything, bro, out of my way, every monster. Sword and shield, Brachydios. That little sword I made it all the way towards the end game, you know, even post game, because in 4 Ultimate, after you beat the game, which was I think like a serpent, kind of like a snake, a world snake or something. Even after you beat that, you still get the option to download. Oh, is this a turf war? Please let it be a turf war. Turf war. Fight. Nice. Let's see who wins this. Swing and a miss. Oh. Jawed. Takedown. The Brachydios one there. Brachydios. Where was I? Oh, it made him angry too. There he is. Okay, so I make his sword, I think. That's what I was saying. Get his sword into play. And start realizing how good of a weapon it is. Sword and shield with blast. Probably the best combination. Because the sword and shield hits pretty good. And it's quite safe because you got a shield. So you could get 3 slashers, maybe 4. And a good punish. And then the next time you hit him, excuse me, you apply blast, doing additional damage. Am I gonna need the cold drink? Oh, I'm got that shit on me. That's one thing I never learned to get rid of. I'll be walking around with a blast on me and suddenly explode for no reason. On try. It was so bare bones. Insane. Oh. I make a sword and shield, and then as the game progressed, you'll fight the high rank version of Brachydios, giving you the upgrade to his sword, and then the G rank version giving you the second to last, I think, upgrade. And then finally there was a final upgrade to the sword. But the only way to get it was you had to download a quest. Like, there were downloadable quests back then. What? Oh my goodness. You cocksucker, Rathalos. Because those two are just fighting each other. I'm just gonna let them kill each other. Like, he's gonna explode. Yep. He's a nuisance to all living creatures. He leaves his shit behind and everyone just takes damage from it. But fucking Rathalos, bro. Does not want to cooperate. Blast. Right in the ass. Oh man, this high grade earplug is something else. I'll take care of you later, Rathalos. Whoa! Oh. Son of a bitch. So he gets... Alright, so I was saying about the downloadable quests for Ultimate 4. It's I forgot what his name was, but there's a different version of Brachydios. Kind of like how there's an Azure Rathalos and a Molten Tyrex, where it's a color swap, but they get added attacks. They get like a new attack. Well, Brachydios will get. I forgot his attack, but I know his color swap was like orange. Like instead of blue, he was orange. And his slimes were probably the same color. And he was tough. Like this was not a quest in the game. You had to go to like the servers of Monster Hunter 4, download the quest, and once you had the quest, you were able to host it. People were able to join. It was hard. It was like, it took a while, but I finally farmed, and I was able to get the final version of the Brachydios Sword and Shield, right? The best blast weapon in the game, in my opinion. I mean, Brachydios, I mean, you could argue, you know, maybe other iterations, you know, maybe the Great Sword was good enough. Long Sword. But definitely Brachydios was the one that, I mean, it was his weapons that will create the best blasts in the game. And since nothing really resists blast damage, even himself. Wow, am I dead? That killed me. I only get one of those again. Fucking Nimrod, fuck away from me. Oh, fuck Rathalos. So once I got that sword, I was just like, that would be my main weapon for everything. Every new monster, I didn't have a weakness. I didn't know their weakness, or it was just a better option to. It would be the blast. I would just use blast damage. Blast or their known weakness, you know. But yeah, I think this game is going to be, it's kind of like what 4 Ultimate was. It's kind of like the definitive version. And then Monster Hunter Generations came out and they tried to do cool things with it, like adding supers. It just didn't pan out well. Now here we are, Brachydios. Now you gotta break his hands and his head. Oh, and it's so annoying now. I don't have evade. Just punch me. But that's something that the Kuga didn't have. Quick eating. And this is totally not in my favor. I'm using fire against it. Kind of like a fire monster anyway. See, if I had another Kuga armor right there, I would have dodged. What the hell? I just need to concentrate. He's taking damage from the volcano. You gotta roll maybe a few times to get rid of his spark. If you got spark on you, the more you move, after a while you explode. You gotta roll. Duck. I'm about to explode. I'm about to explode. I better... There we go. Sit down. Sure, his armor would be a blast. Plus some other shit. See what I'm saying? But he'll just explode now on impact. Screaming. Oh, shit. Another turf war. Let's see. Oh, maybe so. Get him, Rathalos. Whiff the bunch, whiff the bunch. Stab him. It's alright, you did good. $2,000 damage, I don't gotta deal. Doesn't work on me either. It screams. I did like though, because it gave you razor sharp, which will lengthen your sharpness duration, like almost by double. I won't be able to tell if I'm doing damage until I see one of his arms break. That or the horn. But I haven't hit the horn as much as the arms. Did he hurt himself with these explosions? No way he's limpy. He's limpy! That's crazy. I figured he'd give... Where's your ambition? Well, we'll just capture him now, I guess. No reason to kill him. If I capture him, I could fight him in the arena. Moment to strike. Right here. Alright. Anyway.
Let's head back and report.
Thank you all for watching. See you guys next time. Subscribe.